So happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I am wearing a shirt I've worn before, and the reason I'm wearing it, this is my dinosaur taco shirt because I'm going to lunch with somebody and we're going for tacos. So I was like, well, I have to wear the taco shirt. I can't wear the ramen shirt when we're going to eat tacos. So I'm revisiting my dinosaur fiesta sombrero taco shirt. So as far as the bear today, he is still keeping with the superheroes theme. Ooh, he's still got his glasses on that fall off, but you can see he's got his glasses. He is now Batman. He was Superman, he was Spider-Man. Now he's Batman. And I actually did have this little bat, like glasses or whatever, or a mask. That's what it was. But I don't know where it is. So he's just going cool with the shades, and he's got his really cool Batman outfit. So superheroes. And also, I realized last week when I showed the little American Girl boy doll drummer guy, we have a guitar player too. So even though this is a drum class, I pulled out the, she's got a guitar. I don't know her name, but I could look her up. I'm sure she's got a name and a book and everything. And she's got this guitar. She's even got a guitar pick. And she's got long blonde hair, which my cats have discovered because I usually don't keep her in the studio. And so sometimes when I'm in the studio, they come in here with me. And so last week I was like, oh, I'll put her in the studio so I'll remember for next week. And I look down and my cats are like, chewing on her hair and stuff. So especially my one cat, he really likes this hair. So he's always like nibbling. So I have to put her away up high on a shelf so he hopefully won't find her. But the cool thing I discovered about her, this little guitar actually plays. It's got 3 buttons, so there's 3 songs. So we'll just listen to a little bit of it. Maybe she sings. I don't know. I'm waiting for the singing. Hopefully you can hear it. Maybe she just plays. Okay, here's another song. Maybe. Ooh, a faster song. Okay, and she's got a 3rd song. Oh, that sounds kind of the same. Oh, here we go. So anyway, kind of cool. It's like a little guitar. It's kind of fun. So I figured while Baby Bear's on vacation, we can explore our other musicians in the house. It doesn't always have to be about drums. So what I thought we would do today, people had said, let's play again, because we used to play all the time, and then we got away from it and did all these PowerPointy things and stuff. So I'm going to pull up our food chart, one of our food charts, and then we'll kind of go through each rhythm and then put them together, and then we can kind of maybe do the triplet blues at the end because I know people like that too. So let's share the screen here, and hopefully it's big enough. I don't want to make it bigger because then I lose my controls. So maybe I can make it, I'm afraid to make it too big. I think that's probably as big as I can do while I still have the controls. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. And I'm going to make this, I've got my practice pad here, so you're probably not going to see my face, but you'll see my sticks a little bit. And let's just go through some of these. So the first one, hot dog. It's just going to be like hot dog, hot dog. So why don't we just play this over and over about like 1, 2, here we go. Hot dog, 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 hot dog. And we'll just kind of keep going. These are quarter notes, and we would just be playing them with whatever rhythm, however fast our tune is going. So hot dog, hot dog. Okay, so now when we get to grape soda, The soda has 2 notes. Those are eighth notes. They're twice as fast as the quarter note, so we have to put 2 of them in. So it's going to be like, and you could alternate, but for now, and normally we would alternate, but I found that like with students and new folks, I'm going to do the right hand with the grape and the soda on the same hand because I think people just have a better, and it just goes better that way. So I'm going to do it that way. If you want to go back and forth, that's fine too. So, or if you're a lefty, I know we have some lefties, you can go the opposite way. But why don't we do the grape on whatever hand you want and the soda on the other hand rather than grape, soda, back and forth. It could get a little confusing. So here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Grape, soda, grape, soda, grape, soda, grape. I'll slow it down. Grape, soda, 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 grape, soda. Now, if we just reverse things, we could go soda, grape, but we have apple pie. So let's expand any of these could be used with whatever words fit, So with this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do apple on one hand and pie on the other rather than back and forth. So 1, 2, here we go. Apple pie, 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 apple. Few more. Apple pie, apple pie, apple pie, apple pie, apple pie, apple pie, apple pie. Okay, now we could have done soda apple for this next one, but that doesn't make sense. So, who doesn't like a hot fudge sundae, right? And again, we could alternate back and forth or sticking, or we could do 2 on one hand and 2 on the other, which is what I'm going to go ahead and do. Ultimately, in real life, if this were written, we would alternate back and forth. But for now, why don't we start with hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. 1, 2, here we go. Hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. And I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. Hot fudge sundae, 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 hot fudge sundae. And our rhythm, if I were going to mark time, I'll go ahead and mark time. This will be our beat. So 1, 2, here we go. Hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae, hot fudge sundae. Left, right, left, right. So I'm marking time with my feet where the beat would be, and you can see that I'm doing 2 for every step that I'm doing. And so it's, twice as fast as the beat. Now it gets a little bit more tricky with the coconut shrimp. Those that have the 2 lines connecting them are 16th notes. So the first 2, this one and this one, are 16ths. They're twice as fast as an 8th note. So it's kind of like, this is sort of like this apple is here, but on that first part of the app, we got 2 things now. So that's cocoa. So it's like coconut shrimp. And so these are twice as fast as an 8th note. This one here is an 8th note because it's got 1 line. So 2 lines, 16ths, 1 line, 8th, no connections, quarter notes. So we got 3 different kind of notes. The quarter notes are the ones that are on the beat. So if I were marching with my feet, they're on the beat. The 8th notes, you have to put 2 in for each beat. And when we get to the 16ths, we would have to put 4 in to equal, for instance, a quarter note. And these are the ones that we've counted, and we've done this before, 1 E and A. So the way this one's played, and again, I'm going to do it, normally we would alternate, but I'm going to do the entire coconut with my right hand and a shrimp with my left hand. And we're going to slow it down. So it's going to be like coconut shrimp, 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 coconut shrimp. So it's 3 in a row, and then that one gets a lot of time. Coconut shrimp, coconut shrimp. And our beat is I'm kind of marking time. I'm going backwards. I started with my right foot, so it's not accurate as far as marching goes, but you get the idea. Coconut shrimp. Okay, now when we get to Rice Krispie Treat, we're just reversing. We got the 8th note first, then these two. So Rice Krispie Treat. So that's kind of the same. And so the way I think about these, the coconut shrimp is Tennessee, and the Rice Krispie is Kentucky. And I teach heart sounds, and we talk about these things with regard to listening to somebody's heart, what you're listening for, and we use that terminology because most people are familiar with Kentucky or Tennessee. So the coconut shrimp was the Tennessee. 3 things in a row. The Rice Krispie, the rice is longer, so that's kind of like the Kentucky. So you want to kind of, rice is longer. And again, I'm going to do it with, I'm going to do the entire Rice Krispie on one hand and the treat on the other. Normally we'd be alternating in a certain pattern, but I think this is just easier for people in the beginning. So we're going to go Rice Krispie Treat, 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 Rice Krispie Treat. Now all we're going to do is add, instead of just a rice, we've got, now some people, if I saw this, I would think chocolate. I would think of, 3 syllables. But we're going to pretend that O isn't there. So it's chocolate strawberry. So chocolate is going to have 2 syllables, not chocolate, because that would just be a triplet, and we don't want that. So I might have named this something different if I were doing this. Like soda works better, apple works better. Chocolate needs to be 2 instead of chocolate. So chocolate strawberry gets to be, again, kind of like the crispy is now the berry. All right, so chocolate strawberry. Okay, and again, I'm going to put all of it on one, the chocolate and then strawberry. Okay, 1, 2, here we go. Chocolate strawberry, 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 chocolate strawberry. Okay, and we could have just kind of manipulated that, but we've got a new thing. So cinnamon, and I like that one because it's cinnamon, just like coconut. So cinnamon, and now instead of apple or soda, we've got oatmeal. So cinnamon, oatmeal. 1, 2, here we go. Cinnamon, oatmeal, 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 cinnamon, oatmeal. Okay, and we could have just twisted that around and said oatmeal, cinnamon, but that's no fun. We need something new and different, so we've got milk and cereal. Okay, so we're just reversing. All these things are different patterns. You could play them alternated. You could play them all right-handed, all left-handed, part of it right, part of it left. Each one of these could be like its own little thing that you could do a whole bunch of stuff with. You could incorporate even the feet too. But for now, I'm going to do milk on one hand and cereal on the other hand. 1, 2, here we go. milk and cereal, milk and cereal, milk and cereal, milk and cereal, milk and Tennessee. We could do that. Tennessee, milk and Tennessee, milk and cereal. And we all remember our old friend, the avocado toast. Okay, so this is all 16th notes, 4 of them. So they're faster, 4 times faster than a quarter note. So if our beat is going like this, we got to put 4 notes, in there, or it's twice as fast as eighth notes. So 4 times as fast as a quarter note, twice as fast as an eighth note. And these 3 notes are really the building block. And then we get into 30-second notes and a whole bunch of other stuff. But for now, I mean, if you know these 3 notes, you can play a lot of stuff. Just mix and match and put them in different places. But avocado toast, I am going to alternate because it works well, but that way. So we're just going to go like avocado toast, avocado toast, and just kind of jump in there. Avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast. Okay, now how do we know how long toast is? Well, if I were to play, like remember I said there's 4 16th notes to a quarter note. If I imagined the toast had 3 more 16ths in here, I'm going to tap the 16ths on my rim. Just so you can, and this is called subdividing, which is a really important concept because, if we're going along and we're playing with a group, especially at a slower tempo, faster is easier actually, but if you're going slow, you don't want to guess on your toast how long it is before you start again. Because what happens is people tend to rush. That rest, that little, all that space, people tend to go, avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast. Pretty soon, it's not with the metronome. And so you either need a metronome, a really good, metronome, or somebody, or music that you're playing with or something like that that's steady. But if you do what's called subdividing, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually tap the notes that are in there but that we don't, the notes that are in here but that we don't play, so that we all come in on 1 together and we're not guessing how long that space is. You want to actually be thinking about that space so we come in together on the 1. And so I'm going to tap it. There's 3 notes in there. So, the way we count 16th notes is 1 E and A, 2 E and A. So there's an E and A on the 2 E and A on the toast. So it's like toast E and A. And I'm going to tap them so that we know we're keeping that space the right amount. The way I think about this is like a pizza box. You got your pizza slices. When you pull one out, that space got to stay there. You can't guess, well, it could be a small piece or a big piece. It's got to be exact so that when you're going around your pizza box, if you imagine your pizza box is like your notes, some of them are there and some of them aren't there, you're accounting for the right amount of space. You could think about a pie too. I like pizza because it's bigger and everybody likes pizza. But same thing with a pie, is it half a pie? Is it a quarter of the pie? Is it 8 pieces in your pie? 16 pieces in your pie? If you think about that, it really makes a lot of sense. And that subdivision concept is so important because if you hold the right amount of space, people play together. If you don't, if somebody isn't subdividing, and you can tell because they're either going to rush or drag and they won't be together on the 1, especially at a slow tempo because there's a lot of space. And if they're not thinking the space correctly, they tend to shorten it. And it starts going faster and faster, and it's like a snowball going down the hill. So let's take it kind of slow, and I'm going to click the E and A so we know how long it is, and then I'll take the E and A out and see if we can still keep doing it. About like avocado toast. Ready? Here we go. Avocado toasty and avocado toasty and and avocado toast, E and avocado toast, E and avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast, E and avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast, avocado toast. So what I'm doing there is I'm thinking so the first time I played it, then I sang it in my head. And that's how you subdivide. So, that seems pretty easy, I think, but it's a really hard concept. And it takes a lot of people a long time to figure that out. Like if you subdivide, wow, all of a sudden everybody's playing together. So if you're playing in a marching drum line and people aren't subdividing the rests, especially at a slower tempo. Now, fast, you can kind of get away with it because you can guess. There's less space. So if you're off a millisecond here or there, it's not all that noticeable. But when you're playing at a slow tempo and there's a lot of space and you're guessing, you can really tell. It's sloppy. So, okay, that's a lot of talking, but important. So now the same thing with cheese, ravioli, cheese, ravioli. What you don't want to do is, cheese, ravioli, guess. You want cheese, raviola, cheese, ravioli. Oh, sorry about that. I had a little something flew in my brain all of a sudden. Let's do that again. 1, 2, here we go. Cheese, ravioli, 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 cheese. So, the first time I click it, then I air it, then I think it, okay, and it works out. Okay, so, strawberry ice cream. It's just the opposite of chocolate strawberry, but now we got, ice cream instead of the chocolate, which I think works better. Ice cream works better than chocolate, because nobody says chocolate, usually. Maybe if you're, what's that movie? With the box of chocolates. Gump. He said chocolate. But most people say chocolate. There's a little bit of the O in there. Sometimes they kind of shorten it, but chocolate. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe people do say chocolate. But yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we won't talk about chocolate too much, but chocolate. All right, strawberry ice cream. I'm going to do the strawberry and then the ice cream. 1, 2, here we go. Strawberry ice cream. 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 Okay, moving on to chips and guacamole. So instead of avocado, we've turned it into guacamole. Same kind of thing. All right, let's just try it. 1, 2, here we go. Chips and guacamole. And I'm going to alternate this one. Chips and guacamole. 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 A couple more. And stop. Okay, now this next one, tater tot casserole. 1, 2, here we go. Tater tot casserole. 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 One more. One more. There we go. Okay, now the interesting thing about this is whoever was doing this, it's not exactly accurate. If you think about it, every single one of these up until now, there's been 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way until we get here. Really, this should be split in half. and it should be tater tot, kind of like apple pie was. But we got two of them. So this is a 4 count. This would be like 4 counts. So, it's a technical little thing. It probably is not going to really mess us up that much. But just in making your songs, I want you to know, like, if you were to cut and paste each of these, it would take two of these to make a measure in 4/4. So these two would be in a measure, or I'd repeat this one twice. But when I get to this one, this is 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's twice as many as this. So, just it's something to keep in mind. That there's 4 counts here and there's 2 counts in every other one of these. This one's back to 2 counts again. Pepperoni pizza. It's just like avocado toast, but we got pizza. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Pepperoni pizza. 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 Okay, so now the fun begins, where we put them into our songs, which we've done in the past. So I cut and pasted these, and this is where this tater tot thing, it always just kind of freaks me out a little bit, because technically this is not right. And I kind of put these little lines here, but this is a 4 count measure, and a 4 count measure, and a 4 count measure, and a 2 count measure. So, it's just a little bit not exactly perfect. But for our purposes, I think it's exactly fine. And what we're going to do cinnamon oatmeal 3 times with an avocado toast, and then we repeat that whole thing again. Then we're going to do our strawberry ice creams 3 times with an avocado toast, and repeat that whole line again. And then our tater tot casserole, avocado toast, repeat. And we got a song. And I kind of ended it, it's kind of got phrasing. I tried to keep it like, a poem. If you think about it, we end on avocado toast each time. We could have just helter-skelter put them all willy-nilly in here and tried it, but this one actually has kind of a little, 3 times, it's got a pattern. 3 times in our ending, and repeat. 3 times in our ending, repeat. 3 times in our ending, repeat. So it's got this, and the repeat, or the ending, is all the same. So it's kind of got this little sort of structure to it, very simple, but it's going to actually be pretty musical. You can stick it however you want to, but I'm going to do like the cinnamon right-handed, the oatmeal left, and I'm going to alternate the avocado toast. And then I'll do the same thing here. Strawberries, all going to be right hand. This will be left hand, alternated. And then here I'll probably alternate the whole thing. And that's just, I find that students, it's easier for them. Sometimes when you see this and you have to alternate it, I don't know what happens to the brain, but people kind of, in the beginning, have trouble. They have an easier time going cinnamon rather than cinnamon, because then they're like, well, which hand do I start the next part on, or whatever. It just gets a little wonky. So let's try it. Here we go. About like cinnamon oatmeal. Here we go. Cinnamon oatmeal. Cinnamon oatmeal. Cinnamon oatmeal. Avocado toast. Repeat. Cinnamon oatmeal. Cinnamon oatmeal. Cinnamon oatmeal. Avocado toast. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. Avocado toast. Repeat. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream. Avocado toast. Tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole. Avocado toast. Repeat. Tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole. Tater tot casserole. Avocado toast. All right. Hopefully we made it. Feel free to ask questions through here. How did it go? This is like a review. We've done this before. How did it go for people?
It was fun to do it again.
Okay. Well, I've got a new one. Here's another one. So let's do this one. It's all the same things we've talked about already. We've got milk and cereal, and I kept the same pattern on the first one. And then there's a repeat. Now this one, we start getting fancy. We do a chips and guacamole with a hot fudge sundae, and then a chips and a hot fudge sundae and a repeat. So that's different than our pattern. And then we do this one, same thing. We do something and another thing, repeat that, and then the whole thing gets repeated. So we start off with that kind of like that same little pattern, but then we kind of get away from it, but we still end on our avocado toast. So let's give it a try. And same thing, I'm going to do right hand here, left hand here, alternate the avocado toast. These all alternate all the way through. This one I'll probably do right hand here, left hand here, whatever you find comfortable. If you can alternate it, that's harder and better. But in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and keep the kind of like a grouping. Everything that's in this grouping will just be one hand. Everything in this grouping will be the other hand. And then when I get to something like this, I can go back and forth a little bit more easily. So about the same tempo, about like milk and cereal. Here we go. Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Avocado toast. Repeat. Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Milk and cereal. Avocado toast. Here we go. Chips and guacamole. Hot fudge sundae. Chips and guacamole. Hot fudge sundae. Repeat. Chips and guacamole. Hot fudge sundae. Chips and guacamole. Hot fudge sundae. Coconut shrimp. Avocado toast. Coconut shrimp. Avocado toast. Coconut shrimp. Avocado toast. Coconut shrimp. Avocado toast. All right. We're cooking now. Getting hungry. Woohoo! Okay, I think I've got a couple more. Yeah, I do. Here we go. So now this one, oh, is this the same thing? Yeah, it kind of looks like the same thing. Well, how about this one? Oh yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, never mind. I do have another food chart that might be fun to look at. So it's just using different, this one I like because it introduces the triplet. So we've kind of got our apple pie again. And in this case, they're writing it in a measure. This little thing is called a measure with the line. It separates. And there's 4 counts. This little thing is a 2-count rest. So they're just, putting it, what we had 2 counts of something, they're putting it in a measure of 4, but we got 2 counts of rest. So it's apple pie, rest, rest. Apple pie, rest, rest. And then we get down here, we've got green apple, rest, rest. Green apple. So this little thing that sits on the line is called a half note rest. It gets 2 counts of rest. We could have done a squiggle, one of those little squiggly things as a quarter note rest, but they just kind of wrote it this way. This is the one I want to get to, blueberry pie. We got a triplet. We got to put 3 things in the space that one thing used to be. So instead of just going 1, 2, we got to go blueberry, blueberry. And maybe we could do it all right-handed. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie. 1 triplet. So some people count it 1 triplet. Other people call it triplet. I like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And then we've got instead of an avocado toast, we got a watermelon seed. Awesome. It's exactly the same rhythm. It's just watermelon seed. It works. Here's a pomegranate. Instead of an avocado or a pepperoni, we got a pomegranate. You can substitute. Instead of a strawberry, let's see, that's not strawberry, that's coconut. Instead of coconut, we got apricot, and then jam versus jelly, you kind of get the idea here. Grapefruit. Here's another one. Peanut butter. Let's see, peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's how that one goes. So it's got 16th notes. They usually wouldn't be connected right here, so that's not quite right. And then, peanut butter jelly sandwich. The sandwich are long because they're quarter notes. This avocado is avocado. That's kind of a tricky one. We won't even talk about that one. And they wrote coconut a little bit different, but it's kind of nice because they put the blueberry in there. So let's do a song that has, I believe I did a song with blueberry somewhere in here. That might make it. Ooh, that one's kind of it's kind of fuzzy, but we can do the first line. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie, pizza casserole, and we'd repeat. Let's try that one. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to do the blueberry all on the right hand and the pie on the left hand. So 1, 2, here we go. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie, pizza casserole. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie, pizza casserole. And I alternated those, but I could have went pizza casserole. That would have been just fine. Let's go ahead and do this one. I hope you can see it well enough. We've got cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole, cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole, and repeat. Then we get some barbecue chicken twice, and then we get pork tenderloin, and then we end up with chicken nuggets, carrot sticks, and dip. Okay, let's just see what we can do with this thing. I'll move it down so I can actually see. And each one's repeated, each line. I'm going to start with the top again with blueberry. 1, 2, here we go. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie, pizza casserole. Blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie, pizza casserole. Cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole. Cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole. Cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole. Cinnamon applesauce, pizza casserole. Barbecue chicken, pork. Tenderloin, pork. Tenderloin, barbecue chicken, pork. Tenderloin, pork. Tenderloin, chicken nuggets, carrot sticks, and dip. Chicken nuggets, carrot sticks, and dip. Repeat. Chicken nuggets, carrot sticks, and dip. Chicken nuggets, carrot sticks, and dip. All right. That one's a little bit more challenging. Nice. What do y'all think? Is this pretty fun? Bring back memories from the pandemic when we were tapping and playing and jamming and all that. So let's just go back for a minute. Do I have any others? This one's another one. Okay, so same type of deal. Pop-Tarts, hot cocoa, scrambled eggs, chicken nuggets. We already did the pork tenderloin. Here's one, cinnamon bun. Here's our strawberry jam, apple turnover, beef, ravioli beef. We've got Rice Krispie cookies this time. And we've got pancake maple syrup. So you get the idea. We could take these and just cut and paste, make our own little song, which maybe we can do. We can just, keep mixing and matching these and turning them into music. And let's see, I think we covered all of and there's a bunch of these little food charts. And I like using food when I explain because people kind of, language is rhythm. And even people's names, Melanie, Patricia. You could actually, unless your name's like, well, my name's Karen, so it's kind of like Pop-Tart. But, some of you, Barbara, you could actually be a triplet, Barbara, Molly, Jasmine. Mostly it's 2 syllables, a lot of names, but sometimes last names can get challenging and things like that. But anyway, kind of fun. So I thought what we would do next is bring out our triplet blues. Ooh, we haven't done that for a while, and hopefully you can hear and see the music. So let's see, let me make this big, and I will kind of open it up and then try to get it to stop. Okay, there, I got it going. All right, now share my screen. Let's maybe talk about it first. So the easy triplet blues. Trying to make it a little bigger. Ooh, too big. Now I'm gonna lose my ability to get my music. Maybe I can still get it. All right, it's either one or the other. It's like won't let me necessarily do everything. Okay, well, let's talk through this a little bit. So this is kind of like the first line. It's got just, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second measure, this is our measure, this little grouping here. On the 1, we have a quarter note, and then we have our blueberry pie, if you want to think of it, or 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, 1. And then here we just reversed it. Triplet, quarter note, triplet, quarter note. Here was a quarter note, triplet, quarter note, triplet. So let's just try the first line about like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2, 3 triplet, 4. Now, if we go to the second line, pretty much it's 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4. Now we got 2 in a row. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3, 4. And then this one's got our squiggle. That's a rest. So it's 1, 2 triplet, 3, rest. 1 triplet, 2, 3, rest. Let's try the second line. A. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2 triplet, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3, 4. 1, 2 triplet, 3, rest. 1 triplet, 2, 3, rest. Now we're going to get fancy at B. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And the way we would alternate this. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. And then this measure we've kind of seen, well, we haven't seen exactly like that, but it's nothing too earth-shattering. This measure we've got a rest on 1, and then these triplets are all in a row. Even though there's a bar line, it's 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. Then at C, we start to add accents. These little greater than signs means whatever note that's over is louder than the others. Instead of going, just 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3, it's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. So it's got a little rhythm to it. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3. So in the way to bring your accents out, drop everybody down. So if I'm already playing this loud and I have to do an accent, you're not going to hear it. So if I bring everybody low, oh, sorry. So it's, and then I do the same thing with the next measure, left-handed. Then the next measure, number 15 here, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4 are accented. All the rest are quiet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So I'm accenting the first one and then the 2 little ones. Type of a thing. And we probably this first time won't play any of the accents, but it adds a lot when you add what we call dynamics. How loud, how soft you play, and accents. So let's just try this. We have plenty of time. Let's try it with the music, because that's what makes it fun. All right, let's see if I can get this back and also get my here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. was a couple places I altered it slightly. Okay, how did that go for people?
That was fun.
Okay.
Question about sticking on the triplets on C and like D, where it's just got for those first two triplets.
Uh-huh.
Are you doing alternating or are you doing it all in one hand?
So at C, they are
C,
putting at D.
yeah, C and D. Like they've
Yeah.
got the RR on alternating, but what are you doing with the middle one?
Yes. So what's happening here is they are giving you the R's on
Yeah.
the they're putting the R's and the L's are on the accents. So this we know that these are played straight, which is back and forth, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So
Okay.
if I were it would just be like this, but instead of writing every note, it gets kind of messy in your brain when you're going fast. So they're only writing in the letter of the hand that's accented. So, for instance, this is accented, so they're putting an R. This next note's an L, but they're not putting it there because we just know it's there because we're
Okay.
playing straight.
Okay.
But then they're putting this one in because it's accented. So they're just kind of helping us know it's
Okay.
right, right, left, right. But I'm playing it right, left, right, left, left. I'm playing straight through. But then here they start with the left hand, which is a little unusual to start. Usually for a right-handed player, we always start right, right, right. Every measure starts with the right hand. But then they're getting fancy here and they decide, oh, let's do this right-handed, then we're going to do it left-handed. Then we're back to right, right, right. This one was left-handed and I might have played it right because it's just natural and I couldn't see it. But they're kind of showing you we want this to start with the left hand, which is kind of unusual, but it's repeating what we did a minute ago. So
Okay.
even though the notes aren't there, we know that this is right, left, right, left, right, left, right,
Okay.
and then this is left, right,
Okay.
left, right, left, right, left. But they're just showing you the accented notes.
Okay.
So let's do it again. And same thing. Let's see if I can get it pulled up here. I might have to make it a tiny bit smaller. Okay, get this going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. Rest. Rest. B. Rest. C. Rest. 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 D. Rest. All right. Let's see. Let me get my sound to stop because it's going to go into the next thing, the next Latin rhythm. All right. So I don't know if you could see me at the same time there, if it was working or not. How did that go for people? Better? Each time? A little bit faster, a little bit better, smoother? Okay. And I can send this to you again. I can send you the little the little songs that we did, and I can send you the triplet blues song and the music, and you can play along with it. And next week we will not be having class, but send me what you'd like to do the following week. If you like doing this, I'll pull up some more things, or we can do this again, some of this, or I can make some new songs, or you all can make some songs. You can cut and paste those little things and make your own song. That would be fun. Bring your song and we'll play it. So that might be kind of a unique thing to do. So comments, suggestions, questions?
Glad you did this. That was very rusty.
Yes. It was a while ago when we were doing all these. It was in the pandemic. We were getting all these social practicing from the Roll Off Boys. We were getting fun things, for free. They were giving us little tidbits to play. And I love the soundtracks, and they, I have faster ones and slower ones, and they're pretty doable. They're not too, terribly hard or anything, but they groove. It's always fun to play to real music than just, pepperoni pizza all the time. It's nice to like put it into a song. But any of these little rhythms you could put on your favorite song, whatever it is, and start off easy with the hot dog. Whatever song you got, just play hot dog to it. And then when you want to get fancy, applesauce or apple pie to your song, and just keep kind of, mixing and matching. And pretty soon, you can add accents, you can play quiet, you can play it in a different drum or a different sound, and it just keeps going and going and going. You could take one little simple thing and do 50 things to it, and that's really the fun of it. Like I like to get ideas from other people, so I look at what other people are doing, and then I morph it and morph it again and morph it again. Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do it like this? Can I do it upside down? Every different thing. And then you just develop your own. It's like a language. You start off with the alphabet, you put it together into words and then sentences, and then you add punctuation, and you turn it into your story and make it your own. So like we had talked about before, like certain people can play the same thing, but it sounds different. When Gad plays something, you can tell it's Gad. When I play Gad, it's me. It's me playing Gad. It's like you can tell. So everybody's little personality comes out, and it's fun, especially the people that are unconventional, who are either self taught or don't learn sort of the rules, and they kind of like we've talked about before, people who like didn't know my right hand's supposed to be crossed over on the hi-hat. It just makes sense that their left hand's on hi-hat, so they play everything open-handed. That's called open-handed versus closed-handed. Total different technique. Whereas if you were teaching somebody drumming, you would never really start them out that way necessarily. I mean, at some point you would say, hey, try it like this. But it's kind of fun to see what people kind of stumble upon on their own, and then you could take it and do something to it. And so I'm always getting ideas, and I write down little pieces of paper. I got scraps of paper. I'll see something, write that down. I'm gonna try it. And today, I'm gonna try these 5 things. The only thing is you have to be careful with today's world that you get hit with a million things and you never really get good at anything because you keep trying too many things. So I try to pick 5. I have my stack, but I focus on those and get good at those before I try something new, because you could spend all day just, YouTubing, and by the end you didn't like accomplish anything. It's fun, but pick a few things, keep doing them for a while. Might be a month, might be 2 months before you can move on to something else. But if you try to do too many things, you just get good at nothing. So pick a few and focus. So yeah, other questions, suggestions? Everybody enjoyed doing this sort of thing? Awesome. Well, good. I hope you stay warm. We're finally getting our snow melted off, so that's good. And send me your ideas. I'll send you the drum homework, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, and we'll do this again and maybe add some other stuff to it. So, all right, y'all. Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye bye. Thank you, Valerie.